Martin, what a strange but ultimately brilliant day for us here at Hampden.
Yeah, it was a brilliant day. Couldn't be more pleased with the team in many aspects. Listen, we can get it forward a wee bit more quickly at times, but overall, for us to fight back, the game we thought we had it won. Well, not that I thought it, but it was getting very, very close to having won in normal time. St Mirren roaring back, get a great goal, and then we have to do it all over again. Just the goal just after, in just a couple of minutes into extra time, obviously helped us enormously. Surge of confidence after that there, and we went on to win convincingly. But it was a tough afternoon, but some great goals, obviously, in the actual coming on and doing brilliantly. We look scoring as well too, so delighted that we've won.
You mentioned we could get the ball up the park, we could get it forward quicker, potentially. Do you think that was the issues that kind of invited St Mirren back into the match?
I thought that we got an early goal, which was great, but, and only Dyson could have scored that goal for us. He just closing players down and great. I was hoping then that we could go on and maybe really just drive home that advantage that we had. And then there was a period, basically their first attack from the corner kick. Sinisala has to make a really great save. That gives them an enormous surge of confidence. And in a game where you've been dominating in terms of possession and having a couple of shots at goal, I think I remember two in particular where we thought we might have got a second goal. Then I'll tell you what happens is your confidence then drops really, because they're now back in the game again. Then we get the goal just before half time, and we think reasonable control. But they were never out of the game, St Mirren. Never thought they were out of it. They scored just after half time. And the game becomes in the balance again.
Yeah, obviously, like we say, ultimately it was wonderful that we're there, that we're through. We could single out so many players, wonderful goals. But let me just ask you about Kelechi Iheanacho, because we've spoken before about when you have an opportunity, especially as a centre forward, you've got to take it, make an impact. My goodness, he's done that again here today. How good is it to have a focal point like that?
I think everybody in the dressing room knows that he has been a really good player. He's had a few injuries, and he's been trying to get that fitness. He's twice when I arrived at the football club here, he had an injury picked up. Then he got into the side for the against St Mirren for the final. Lasted about 25 minutes, and those have become really frustrating. The sort of injuries you think that you're hoping to have cleared up, and he's been like that there for quite some time. But a properly fit Iheanacho is definitely a handful, as he's proved today.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You mentioned in your press conference at the end of the week there before this game that a win for us today could potentially have a real positive impact on our confidence and everything going in towards the final stretch of the season. Is that how you see it?
It's exactly how I see it today. We've ended up scoring 6 goals. Now, I know that the game's 2-2 after 90 minutes, but at the end of it all, we've got the capabilities, and it's the confidence coming back. It's been, sometimes we've been a bit tentative, but that's really understandable. The teams that are chasing the league have been a bit tentative and things like that. So at the end of, but today's performance, particularly in the extra time where we've gone and scored 4 goals in relatively quick succession, that's got to give you an enormous boost.
Yeah, and finally, Martin, I just wanted to ask you, a scriptwriter couldn't have come up with a better storyline. It'll be yourself against Neil Lennon on Scottish Cup final day. What a story that is.
Yeah, I've just come down from an interview with him. He's been speaking there. That's been terrific for him, terrific for Dunfermline to get the result yesterday, and I look forward to it when the time comes. But there's a lot of football between now and then.